So let's do another solving video here. So we're trying to solve for theta, and we're trying to find all the answers from 0 to 2 pi. So when we're doing these types of problems, these are like number 12 through 15 on your quiz review. We are thinking PEMDAS in reverse because we're trying to get something by itself. In this case, we're trying to get theta by itself. So for this one, we're going to add 8. First, we're doing the add subtract step. So we're going to add 8. So we get 6 cosecant squared equals 8. We added or subtracted. Now we're going to multiply or divide. So I'm going to divide everything by 6. Cosecant squared theta is equal to 4/3. I've got cosecant. I don't really like cosecant, so I'm going to take the reciprocal of cosecant. So that will get me sine. And if I take reciprocal of this side, I got to take the reciprocal of the other side. So I did, next step is exponents. Take the square root, take the square root. So sine of theta is equal to plus or minus. I can't take the square root of 3, but I can take the square root of 4. So in the end, I'm looking for every answer where my y, since I'm talking about sine, I'm looking for every answer that my y is radical 3 over 2, positive or negative. So my answers are pi over 3, 2 pi over 3, 4 pi over 3, and 5 pi over 3. That one's pretty easy. Those are just kind of your straightforward questions. The hardest part about that one is the square. The ones that we have issues with is when there's numbers in front of my theta. So let me do an example with that real quick. So a number in front of my theta problem. I don't want to do that one. Let's do that one right there. Cosine. Let's change that. So let's do cosine of 2 theta equals radical 3 over 2. I'm finding all my answers. So if I want to do that, I'm trying to get theta by itself. So the first thing I need to do is inverse cosine of both sides. So this one's very like your number 14 on your review. If you struggle with number 14 on your review, this one's the same thing, I think. So I'm looking for where's my x, radical 3 over 2. So I go to my unit circle, find where my x is radical 3 over 2. That would be pi over 3, no, just kidding, pi over 6, and 11 pi over 6. Since there is a number in front of my theta, I also need to include the period length, plus 2 pi. Now I'm going to start to solve. Divide everything by 2. So it's like multiplying by 1/2. We're dividing by 2. So my answer is theta is pi over 12 and 11 pi over 12. Since there was a 2 in front of my theta, that tells me I'm going to have double the amount of answers. So if I've got 2 answers, I should get 2 more. So up here in the corner, I make my add box. This is what I'm going to add to my problem. I'm adding pi, and I want the denominator to be the same as these, so I want the denominator to be 12. So obviously I need to multiply by 12 and 12. So each one of my 2 answers I have here, I'm going to add 12 pi over 12. So when I add 12 pi over 12 to 1 pi over 12, that gets me 13 pi over 12. And if I add 12 pi over 12 to 11 pi over 12, that gets me 23 pi over 12. Those are my 4 answers. If you have more questions, ask.